All right, today we're going to continue our lesson with circumference of circles. In the previous slides, you learned that circumference is the distance around a circle, so we call it our circle's perimeter. There are two formulas that you can use to find circumference. The first formula is circumference equals pi times diameter, and the other formula is circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. Some important information that you need to know in order to solve this is you need to have a good understanding of what the radius is. Remember, that's our halfway, so from the center to the outer edge. And you need to have a good understanding of what the diameter is. It's from one edge to the other, going through the center point. All right, another piece of information that is useful is the value of pi. Pi is a special number that never ends, but when we're working with it, we use the rounded version of 3.14. All right, so let's begin with our first example. In this picture, I am given a circle, and I have a line that goes directly through the center of my circle from one edge to the other. So this is my diameter. So my diameter is 10 centimeters. So in the work section, I'm going to write diameter equals 10 centimeters. Then I'm going to take this information and I'm going to write the formula that I think I should use. Circumference equals pi times diameter. And once I have that written, I'm going to go ahead and plug in the actual values. So the value for pi is 3.14, and the value for the diameter is 10. So 3.14 times 10. And then over here, I'm going to work it out. 3.14 multiplied by 10, that's 0. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. And 1 times 3 is 3. And then I have two decimal friends. So I'm going to pick them up and I'm going to take them for a ride. And my answer for circumference is 31.4 centimeters. It's very, very important that you are putting your label on your answer choices. All right, so the answer with the label is 31.4 centimeters. All right. So what I would like for you to do is using that same process, I want you to try to work out question number 2 on your own. So go ahead and pause the video and work out question number 2. All right, so hopefully you were able to pause your video and you were able to use the same process that we did in number 1 to work on number 2. On question number 2, you are also given a diameter. So my diameter is 20 feet. I'm going to write down that very important piece of information. The formula that I need is circumference equals pi times diameter. Again, pi is 3.14, and my diameter this time is 20. So I'm going to do 3.14 times 20. All right, there's my 0. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 times 3 is 6. I have two decimal friends, so I'm going to move my decimal over 2 times. And I get 62.8 feet. So over here on my answer choice side, I'm going to write 62.8 feet because I want the answer with its label. It's really important that you are labeling your answers. All right, now we're going to go to the next example. I'm going to skip number 3 for right now, and you can pause the video and you can go over number 3 and complete it on your own. And I'm going to jump right into question number 4. Number 4 is given, we have 3 as a value. There's no units of measurement, So whenever you just see a 3 by itself, you're going to call it units. And what we are given here is the radius, not the diameter, because it is halfway across our circle. So I'm going to write that radius is equal to 3 units. Now on the previous slide, I had written the formulas for you. So circumference equals pi times diameter, or circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. Because remember, the diameter is equal to 2 times the radius. So that's where we get that from. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use that formula. Circumference equals 2 pi r. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to plug my values in. 2 times pi, which is 3.14, times 3, which is my radius. And then I'm going to work it out. 3.14 times 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. And I have 2 decimals, so we're going to write 6.28. And then my next step, so 6.28, is to multiply by 3. So I'm going to do 6.28 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 more is 8. And 3 times 6 is 18. I have 2 decimals here, so I'm going to write my decimal point 2 places over. So my circumference is equal to 18.84 units. So over here, my answer twist is going to say 18.84 units. So now we have gone over 2 examples using the diameter formula and 1 example using the radius formula. What I would like for you to do with the remainder of your time is complete this activity. You'll go to question 5 and 6. Then you'll go to the 4 word problems, and you're going to work through each of those on your own. Okay, and don't forget to submit this assignment when you have finished.